Hi, my name is Patrick Great Wealth. Of course, I'm speaking right here from the Wealth Express Arcade channel. All right, so now we all want to be rich. Of course, we want to be rich. We want to have money to do whatever we want, whenever we want. I mean, and get whatever we want, right? Now, but what's going on in the world today is inflation, economic hardships. Nations are borrowing so much, even beyond what they could even maintain or sustain. Now, if you bring this back home, right, to you watching this video, I mean, I mean, your life or your financial life is not too far different from what is going on in the nations of the world. In fact, some of the governments in the world are saying the reason why things are the way they are for you, where you are, is because of what is going on all over the world. So the excuses everywhere. Okay? Now, then I noticed something. There are a lot of motivational speakers, even especially the YouTube motivational speakers, guys who always talk about making money, making millions of dollars and thousands of dollars. And I found out recently a couple of them have started telling all their followers, like, they're kind of like reversing on the things that they've already propelled before now. Like, so if they told you before now you're going to make so much money, all you have to do is do this and do that. Now they're telling you, oh no, they're not talking about making money like that anymore because things are not what they said. I mean, they were, and all. I mean, it is funny. Listen, what I know is when you are going into a battle, right? So it is the day of the battle. That is when your strength must be great. Do you understand what I'm saying? So in the day of adversity, your strength must be great. Your faith must be outstanding. It's not in the day of battle or the times or the seasons, a season of adversity or hardships, then you retreat. You don't retreat because if you retreat, you could get killed or, you could get harmed. So this is the thing. I had to put down some points because I was just thinking through while I was watching one of the so-called YouTubers who've spoken about so much getting rich in many ways and suddenly reversing, saying all those ways he talked about I cannot really work or I'm not really working. So I had to bring my paper and my pen together to write a letter to you and those YouTubers or some of those motivational speakers because there are some things that they need to understand. These things are called the basics. Like these are the ladder of the basics of success in life. You never ever throw away the ladder of the basics. It works in every situation before you can climb onto the next strata in any area or any sector or any segment of your life. You need the ladder of the basics. So I have to put things down. Now, these are things that you must do now more than ever before if you want to be rich and stay rich. You must do these things now more than ever before. First of all, remember, you must know who you are. So you ask yourself, who am I? Many of us don't sit down to think, who are we? Like, why am I on this earth? Why am I in this world? What's my purpose? What's my vision? What are my life goals? What do I want to accomplish? What are the things I want to do? What are the things what are the things I've dreamt to do? Some of us don't sit down to think about this, especially in the times of adversity. Now more than ever before, you have to be conscious of your dreams, who you are, what's your purpose, what are your passions, what do you want to accomplish in this life. Because if you lose this, man, you have lost the battle. That's what it means. So you must know who you are. Your vision must be clear to you. Your vision was not created based on the circumstances surrounding you. Your visions were inspired by the pictures of the future which you saw for yourself, not because of the things going on around you. So when adversity comes, you mustn't lose sight of your vision. I hope we're getting something, because I could have put a lot of effects to this video, make it a course, and that could still happen, but I just need to speak to us like a brother to a brother, a brother to a sister, or a friend to a friend. We need to speak like family, like-minded people. Now that things are going on in the world that are contrary to what we have seen life to be, right, or what we have desired life to be, now more than ever before, these are the things we can't forget. Who you are. What do you want? What's your purpose? Why are you on earth? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to do? What are the dreams you have? How do you want to accomplish them? What do you need to do? Don't forget these things. Never, ever forget these things. And you have to be truthful and be sincere with yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to be truthful and sincere with yourself. Because when you know who you are, what you want, where you want to be, what you want to accomplish. Now, at this point, at this juncture in your life, you can tell how far you've gone on your dreams, how far you've gone with the passions, how far you've gone with the vision you have. You have to be sincere with yourself. So when you're sincere with yourself, you know how much more work you need to do, or how much less work that needs to be done for you to accomplish your goals. It's as simple as that. There's nothing difficult about it. These are basics of life. All right, so circumstances should never, ever determine that picture of the future that you want for yourself. Circumstances should never. Your aspirations, your passions, your inspirations, these are your motivations. The first ladder. This is the first ladder, the first step on the ladder of basics. Now, secondly, you must understand the world that you are. You must understand the world that you are, and you must understand the world that is around you. Now, what I mean by this is this. You need to understand this world that we are in, the things going on in the world, the players in this world, their mindsets, the things going on negative and positive, the driving forces behind these things that are happening. Where is the place that you belong in the grand scheme of things? That you have to bring it home to yourself. Okay, the world around me, my community, my society, what kind of world is it? What is it? The kind of place that would inspire me, or that will energize me to accomplish, or that is it a place that will lock me up in my mind? You need to understand your world, so that you'll be able to locate your place in your world, or in this world, and then you will know what to do to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. So that's the second step. Now, to the third step, you must know where the world is heading towards. You need to understand where the world is going. When I say understand where the world is going, I'm talking about economically, financially. I'm giving you examples, right? Technology-wise, you need to know where the world is heading to. So you may think, Why do I need to know where the world is heading to? It's very simple. Very simple. Some of the people whom some of us have followed in times past and even now as role models in investments, when it comes to success, many, in fact, 99.9% of them that had been successful understood where the world was going to in humanity, economy, finances, or the financial sector, or markets, technology. They understood where the world was going to. For example, right now, they already know that technology is taking over all over the world. Let me give you a more detailed, a more finer example of what I'm talking about. I'm sure you all have heard about artificial intelligence, right? You've heard of ChatGPT, the Google Bird. You've heard of the Bing AI. Now, what do you think is going on all over the world right now? With the advent of artificial intelligence, it means that businesses are going to change. The way we do business is changing. A lot of new businesses will be created, a lot of new careers, new kind of jobs, because artificial intelligence is going to make things as we know it to become obsolete. Things like being a bank teller and the rest, artificial intelligence will be handling all of that. To shock you, are you aware that driverless cars are now the talk of the world? Cars that will drive you from point A to point B without a physical human being driving it, without you touching even any steering. Now, many of these great people we followed, investors, rich guys, successful millionaires, billionaires, are investing in businesses and support businesses that are already being created, or innovations that are coming up around artificial intelligence and even things like driverless cars and the likes. So tomorrow, they'll come up with a new book. Oh, whatever topic. And it's talking about how they made billions from a certain company, because that company, it was built on innovation around artificial intelligence. So I'm trying to let you know, you need to understand where the world is headed to, so that you know where to put your investments, or you know where to sow your seeds of investments. Like I said, this is like a no holds barred video, no effects, no nothing. This is mano a mano. We're talking together, spilling the truth to ourselves. So, in a lot of the basics, I started with you. You are the first step. Then I talked about understanding your world, understanding the world and your world. And I've also talked about you have to know where the world is headed. That was the third step. Now, the fourth step is this. You've got to learn. You have to learn new skills. You need to study. Your studying is going to be in different courses and subjects, especially when you understand where the world is going into, or where the world is headed to in different sectors. Read about these sectors. Read about the new innovations. Read about the players. Read about the companies. Read about the new innovations that are coming up. Read about the ideas. Read about the support businesses, the value chains that are built around them. Read about the people who are making things happen in these spaces. You need to attend seminars, attend workshops. These are things that you need to do. You need to research a little bit. Develop new skills for yourself. And by the way, that's an argument about um, uh, developing new skills or learning new skills and certificates, university degrees and certificates, which is more valuable. When that video comes out, I will have speakers who can handle that topic with me, and we will look into these things, critically, because the world is changing. The world truly, truly is changing. All right, so now I've talked about learning new skills, studying, especially when you want to know where the world is headed, researching. You have to attend seminars, go to workshops. I mean, there's so much you need to do. But most importantly, in this particular step, is you commercializing the things that you learn. Commercialize. This is another topic I'm going to talk about in another video. Like, you need to commercialize the things you learn. You start from baby steps to maturity, because you will be an inspiration to others or to somebody else, or a motivation to someone else, or someone that probably lost hope in life. Then the next step is never procrastinate. Oh my goodness. Procrastination is the thief of time. That's what he said. I was watching a video on Twitter, and somebody said he shared a video about how people have become lazy in the mind, lazy in the body, lazy about their environment, lazy towards, their world, the world around them, because of circumstances. And he made a point. He said, are you aware that when death comes, death never procrastinates? Wow. Isn't that true? It is hard, but true. Death never procrastinates. When it comes, it comes. So what about you? Don't procrastinate. Don't because once you procrastinate, it seeps into the fibers of your being, and then next thing you find yourself lazing around, and your whole system is loaded with information and ideas and things you can accomplish, but because of procrastination, you're held bound. We're going to talk more about this at the right time. Now, the next step is seek for mentors. You need to seek. You sort out people that can be mentors for you. And then sometimes you may need to pay or appreciate your mentors materially. Some of you think that when someone's going to be a mentor, they are the ones, maybe they owe you. No, they don't owe you anything. You owe them. Learn to appreciate, even materially, whatever it is that they sow in your life, whatever it is they water your life with. So you seek them out. I still do that. I seek mentors out, and I tell them, look, forget my size, forget how big you think I am, forget whatever you think I've accomplished. Look, I've chosen you as my mentor. I'm learning, no matter how small they look. Do you understand? So this is very important. It's a step you must take. Some of you like to live in isolation or live on an island. Never live on an island. Never live in isolation. Don't forget your network. Who are the people in your network? So that's another step you must take. Then, this is another step that a lot of people fail in and fail with. This is the way I put it down. You must invest more than you save and save more than you spend. Let me take that again. You must invest more than you save, and then you must save more than you spend. Now, these are steps or topics that we will break down into pieces so that you understand it clearly. If you want to be rich, invest more than you save and save more than you spend. Many of you spend more than you save, and then you now save more than you invest. So that's another step. Then you must stay healthy, and then you must maintain a, a healthy lifestyle. Because if you have all the money and you're not healthy, how are you going to enjoy the money? So very important. Then of course you gotta rest, you gotta sleep, you gotta go on vacations, no matter how short they are. You must travel. Now these things have positive effects on our minds, on our creativity, on our confidence, on our clarity of thoughts, and everything that we do on the inside. But many of us don't sleep well, don't rest well, we don't go on vacations, we don't even have time to travel. Time. Oh my goodness, time. That's a topic we need to talk about one day. Time. That's the step. Now, the last but not the least, I want to talk about a step that is so critical. So critical. And many of us don't even consider. So that step is this. You must always understand there's a higher power. A higher power. What I mean is this. Now, for me, what I'm saying is the spiritual control the physical. Now, the spiritual controls the physical. To be successful in the physical, you must reach into the spiritual, and then it manifests in the physical. Now, I'm going to go through this, break it down more, right? But what I'm trying to say to you is this. Words can make you. Words can break you. Release words into the realms of the spirit, and they will manifest in the physical. So what are you saying to yourself? What are you saying to your future? What are you saying to your family? What are you saying to your children? What are you saying to your business? What are you saying to your finances? What are you saying to your bank accounts? What are you saying to your minds? What are you saying to your body? I just give you some steps. This is just a simple recap on these steps. Number one, know who you are. First step. Number two, understand the world. Understand your world. Number three, understand where the world is headed. Number four, learn new skills. Learn new things. Number five, never procrastinate. Number six, seek mentors. Number seven, invest more. More than you save. Save more than you spend. Then we talked about staying healthy, maintaining healthy lifestyles. Then we talked about sleep, travel, vacations, and then we talked about the spiritual. So that's what I needed to share with you. And I hope this is going to help you, especially with all that is going on all around the world today. This is Wealth Express Arcade with me, Mr. Patrick Britwell. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you've been blessed by it. Share with people around you. It's so important. It's so important. These are things that people need to know now more than ever before. Even if they've known some of them or known all of it before, repetition is the law of deep and lasting impression. It will still make great impact and have a great effect on their successes. God bless you all. See you on the next video.